Good evening, everybody, and welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight it's leg 2 of the NISA Independent Cup as Detroit City FC plays host to Livonia City FC. Alongside my broadcast partner, the distinguished gentleman, John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you along wherever you may be watching around the world. And, John, hardware on the line. Make no mistake, Detroit City FC going to fire the engines back up tonight.
Absolutely. That's what they're looking to do. Yes, the Independent Cup is important, but you're going to see a lot of first-team names in the lineup this evening, and that's an opportunity for Trevor James to really start to rev the engines and get DCFC ready for the fall NISA opener.
And they were ready for this match by nature of their win over FC Buffalo the last time here at Keyworth. That was a 3-1 victory. Matt Lewis, the story, he had a brace in the match, and in the making, got a call-up to USL Championship.
You know what? He's a grit guy. He's a glue guy, and he hasn't gotten a lot of the headlines this year, but he's been the guy behind the scenes. He gets that brace. He gets a look. Now he gets a chance to experience a little bit of life one step away from MLS.
Let's check out our Golden Nugget Casino keys to the match. And, John, you look at what Detroit City FC has to do here tonight. Break it down for us.
Key number 1, you want to go ahead and play your own game. They're not really worried about Livonia City FC. They want to get ready for NISA fall season, and they also want to give some guys that maybe won't get regular minutes the chance to get out and get a run out and impress Trevor James. Key number 2, you want to take a look at staying healthy. Nobody wants to pick up a knock as we get ready for the NISA fall season. Key number 3, plain and simple. Play in front of the fans. Continue your dominance at home. It's an evening for the fans to sit back, enjoy soccer, and watch DCFC get a win.
And Trevor James and DCFC hope to enjoy some soccer tonight as well. When we come back, we'll get to the starting 11s. And, of course, we will kick it. DCFC, Livonia City FC, coming up next.
And the throughways try to map you, baby, I got your back.
To the rest of the world, Detroit is where they build cars. But to your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and everyone who proudly call themselves Detroiters, it goes way beyond that.
I got your back.
Detroit may be known for building cars, but together, we all built Detroit.
We are one when we get going.
Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
Night, Sarah. Drive safe. Bye. Bye.
Drive safe.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Drive safe.
We all say it. Chevy can help you do it. With Chevy Safety Assist Standard on the new Equinox and Trailblazer, part of the Chevy family of SUVs.
The open road is waiting. GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can sign and drive this Equinox for $277 a month. Chevrolet, the best-selling family of SUVs in Metro Detroit. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Detroit City FC Soccer is presented by Google Fi, a different kind of phone plan. By your Metro Detroit Chevy dealer. Chevy drives the Motor City. And by Ally. Start saving for what matters to you at Ally.com. Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, just about ready to roll. DCFC, Livonia City FC, and let's check out DCFC's starting 11, brought to you by DMC, the official sports medicine provider of Detroit City FC. And John, just the reaction you had when you saw that starting 11 up here in the booth. You said Trevor James, he's not about games here tonight.
No, he's getting ready, and this is all about getting ready for August 7th. Normally you have an Independent Cup match against the lowest-ranked team in the field of 4. You're going to see a lot of bench guys. That is not a lot of bench guys. You got Stephen Carroll in the starting 11, Benegas, Rodriguez, Filerman in the starting 11, Connor Rutz as well. You've got Pato up front. this is the team he's going to go out and try to get things done. It is all about the guys who've had a little bit of a break after the FC Buffalo match. Now we're starting to get into the preseason friendly kind of thing. And tonight is all about, they worked on things in training all week. I want to see it on the pitch. It has less than nothing, to be honest, to do with Livonia City FC. Because if we're honest about the scoreline, that man knows his club is going to win. This is all about, I'm putting something in place to get ready for when Chicago House come in here to Keyworth Stadium. And now I have 90 minutes with a team that isn't my boys in training and referees and fans to go out and kind of rev the engines a bit. That's what that starting lineup says.
It is beach night here at Keyworth, and the water balloon fight has started, as you can see. And it's one of the best water balloon fights I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I mean, these things are flying across sections. Nobody over there is safe in the Northern Guard right now.
No, Neil, I'll tell you what, I saw some of these coming in. We're talking buckets of water balloons. And they're going to be going all night long. That's kind of a tradition for the Northern Guard supporters. They pick a couple of these Wednesday matches. It used to be in the amateur days when the Toronto, the TFC Windsor match would come in, that kind of end of the season midweek. They'd always kind of give it a theme. Tonight it's beach night on a warm night here at Keyworth Stadium, and it's going to be a fun evening for the supporters, and we think a fun evening on the field as well.
Robert Rietzloff will have the opening touch for Livonia City FC. They are in their road whites with the blue shorts, and you know what DCFC is repping with their kits here today. They're rouged out. We are ready to go. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. We are your Google Fi broadcast team. Happy to have you along for the ride. As John said, a very warm Wednesday evening here in Hamtramck. And Detroit City FC looking to take another step towards the NISA Independent Cup as they are doing some work to the net on the goal out in front of the suites here at Keyworth. 82 degrees, the opening temperature, the kickoff temperature for this match. But they're all right. They still got water balloons going over there, so that just gives you an idea of how many water balloons they had. That does seem like a lot of fun to kick things off. And there's a look at the coach for Livonia City FC, Gavin King. He's in his fourth season for LCFC, the assistant coach with Madonna currently. And you will see Madonna University well represented here tonight. Spring Arbor, Mary Grove, Lawrence Tech as well. For Detroit City on the other side, John, as you talked about, there's only 3 MLS draft picks and a couple of national team players. But other than that, that's it.
Yeah, it's a weak roster, really.
Yeah.
Just taking it easy on the minnows. And for reference, if this is the first time you're tuning in and seeing Livonia City FC, this is the same Livonia City FC team that is in the league that Detroit City FC's U23s play in. And I believe the final scoreline was 7-0.
So we are underway. Happy to have you with us. As we said, Rule John Krieger with you. Detroit City FC with the control, and you see the size advantage of the Maxi Rodriguez had as the smoke pours out of the Northern Guard supporter section. Like Buvalic plays it up ahead. Good ball, actually, as it's touched towards the 6, but not able to catch up to it. Panergo. 4 goals in 2019 for Madonna University, so he can score a little bit. Pato ahead. Looking for Yazid Matthews. And there is the guy, Anthony Manning. Speaking of MLS draft picks, 3rd round pick of the Portland Timbers back in 2015. Yazid pings a ball. Now City with it inside the 18 for the first time. Left-footed rip, and what a beautiful strike! Jimmy Filerman buries it in the upper 90. No keeper in the world stopping that one.
That's a beautiful finish, worthy of the ball that got him the opportunity to make the play. Unselfish cross-field ball started things off, and then the little 1-2 back to Jimmy. He was able to turn out a yard of space, and look at this cross-field ball. That is on the money on a dime. Then you get unselfish, Cyrus Sadie with a cheeky little backflip, and Jimmy doesn't miss. Puts it in the postage stamp. 1-0.
There comes City again. Patos up ahead with Yazid Matthews. Cyrus Sadie will play it back. Beautiful strike by Filerman to get things rolling in the 2nd minute of the match. And John, if you're Livonia City, that is exactly not what you wanted.
No, but I don't think they're going to be chasing the game immediately either. They know where they're at, and they're in a position where they're not going to want to lose 10-0. So you can't go ahead and chase an equalizer 2 minutes in.
Ball played towards the middle. Cyrus Sadie gets a touch on it. Ball played ahead. Yazid Matthews gives it a run. Matthews nearly caught up to it, deflects it, and it just runs past the goal line just to the right of the post. This portion of tonight's Watch City broadcast brought to you by DMC, the official sports medicine provider of Detroit City FC.
Zach Shuk looked like a deer in the headlights with Yazid Matthews. Little chip over the top by Cyrus. Nice ball. And then here comes Yazid. Watch Shuk. Goes down to collect, but he was ducking his head out of the way. Saw the train on the tracks.
Yazid Matthews found another gear. Monto will play it back. Yazid Matthews, of course, had that game-winning goal against Atlas, Liga MX, back in 2019 that set this place into a frenzy. What a fun night that was.
You know, and I got to be honest, Neil, for the next 24 hours, I was hitting translate tweet a lot on Twitter, watching Atlas fans implode after that loss. It was really, really fun.
Tens of thousands of them cross and over in the box. Cyrus Sadie will catch back up to it.
How did we lose to a lower division American side? How did it happen? What's happening with this club? Well, what you didn't know then was that this club isn't exactly your normal lower division American side.
Evan Venegas sends it in. It's played out. Detroit City FC really tilting the pitch here to start this one out. I'm getting word there were 3,300 water balloons.
That's impressive. Somebody had to fill over 3,000 water balloons.
Gavin Torrey plays it back. Another MLS draft pick, 3rd round pick of the Colorado Rapids back in 2016. Veteran of the USL Championship League as well with the Las Vegas Lights. Played in 44 matches, scored 4 goals during his time there.
Neil, we said in our Golden Nugget keys to the match that it was all about playing your own game. And the thing that I'm most impressed with City in the first 5 minutes isn't necessarily the goal. It's the fact that they aren't getting lazy, they aren't getting sloppy with their shape, they're keeping things technically sound. You can honestly see that they are trying to move the ball and do things that Trevor James wants them to do, and they are playing their game and not realizing that they can absolutely outclass this opponent and getting lazy because of it. That's what these 90 minutes are about, is using it as the chance to shore up technique again as you get ready to play Cleveland next week, and then you get ready in for the NISA fall season. So a really technically solid, well-shaped first 6 minutes.
Maxi Rodriguez in the middle. Detroit City FC continues to work it around the back line. Poor Robert Rietzloff. He's on an island and he already looks frustrated, by the way. But he's basically, John, working 1v4. He doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, and he's working 1v4 against 4 guys who are faster than he is.
There's Torrey. DCFC just looking for a sliver of space. Venegas.
About 7 behind the ball for Livonia City FC. Venegas with acres of space on the wing, Neil.
That ball just gets over the line. A goal kick coming up. Zach Shoup will put it back in play. This is college soccer at Madonna. And there's Kevin Venegas working his way back. It is college soccer at Cal State Fullerton. Scored 16 goals in 74 matches. Was a second-round supplemental draft pick of Kivas. 2012 MLS supplemental draft. Armando Quezada punches it out over the left sideline.
Neil, this is the first time we're 7 minutes in. It's the first time Livonia City FC has had more than 3 players in the city attacking half.
The ball will be escorted over the goal line by Jimmy Filerman, the goal scorer. This beautiful strike. 1-0 difference right now. Remember, all tickets are available now. Go to DebtCityFC.com. Be a part of this, folks. They will begin another championship chase in the NISA fall season. It's all they've known since joining NISA. Play season, get trophy. Play season, get trophy. Play season, get trophy.
Rinse, repeat.
Yep. Cyber Sadie, the magician, up ahead. Cindy looking to go to work again.
And you know, we make light of it, Neil, and say, you know, play season, win trophy, play season, win trophy, play season, win trophy. But
No, that was just a factual statement, John.
The reality of it is that the pressure these guys face is unreal. You wouldn't think it. You sit there and they haven't conceded a goal all the fall season, and they just roll through things. Well, there's no pressure there. Yes, there is. Every time a team comes into Keyworth Stadium, in whatever league Detroit City has played in, including NISA, they're playing in front of the largest crowds in the division. It becomes the opponent's cup final because they want to shut up the Northern Guard. And Detroit City FC knows that if they drop points, especially drop points at home, you know, with as tight as the league is, it could harm their chances of winning a league. And so they go into that every match, every night with the target on their back. That is so hard. You're never the team playing with house money, and yet this team continues to not concede goals.
Strong effort there by Matt Versteeg. It's a good possession. Worked his way through a couple of City players, but that foul will go against Livonia City FC. And just the sheer size differential, John, makes this a very dangerous proposition. Really, any kind of free kick within 30 yards is a dangerous proposition for Livonia here tonight.
Not only size, but strength. Ability to win the ball in the air. Everybody there for City, I guarantee you, has the ability to get up over the Livonia City FC defender.
Ball sent in towards the line. It's flicked up ahead and just wide of the frame. And there we see that size advantage on display. Devin Torrey, the target.
Just a little too far back for him, but he easily won the ball in the air. Decent delivery in, and he had to reach back a little bit for it. But look at that, he is 6 inches above his marker.
Played his college soccer at UCLA, just to give you a taste of the kind of recruit, the kind of player he was and is. They hold their own. They hold their own. I mean, there's only a couple national team players that have come through there, you know?
Yeah.
Just a few.
There's only a couple of national team players on this roster.
Right. And City with it again.
That's insulting. Look at the ball movement. Positive movement.
Sends it in. Yazid Matthews works around, but he will be called for a foul this time.
Flag
coming up.
Flag was up there, Neil.
Okay.
He got caught by the outside trap.
Yazid Matthews played his college soccer at Coastal Carolina. Had 13 goals in 15 matches his senior year, with 8 of them in the last 6 matches. Shoup sends it down.
And Venegas hops over everybody. Ball gets over him, but again, the dominance in there. Livonia City trying to press here a little bit. That is going to be very dangerous If you can cross it here, Venegas has about 20 yards of space up the near side.
Sadie touches it back.
Now Venegas is basically unmarked on a run. Find him on the near side wing. Pick up your head.
City will send it back. There's Stephen Carroll. Black Arrow Award winner back in 2018 with DCFC. Got himself a cool bike out of the deal. Sadie. Chips it up ahead. Not too much curl on it. Reum played it away. Reum played 73 matches for Saginaw Valley State. So, John, I think as far as Livonia City FC is concerned, I mean, they weathered that nightmare of a start. They've been able to hold down the fort for the most part.
They have, but they still need to try to figure out a way to get the ball forward.
Right.
They had one foray there in the attacking third based on a City mistake. And it's going to be a long night if they can't figure out the way to bring the ball forward. The problem is they're trying to play the ball out from the back. And City has too much strength in midfield. I'm not an advocate of Route 1 football, but to be honest, that's the only way that Livonia City is going to be able to get things forward. Nice chip.
So Rodriguez sends it ahead. It's just cut off at the last second by Shu. Ponta was in the area and lurking.
And that's been City all night, lurking and lurking and lurking and lurking.
The 50 ball won by Anthony Manning. Livonia City with some control in the middle of the pitch. There's Cameron. Evan Cameron towards the left wing side. That ball's chipped up, and Quezada had to come across and punch it away. Zach Hill is looking to get on the other end and level this match.
That's a confident collection and confident challenge by Quezada.
Talked about all the pro players across the board for Detroit City FC. Quezada, no exception to that. Played for San Antonio FC of the USL Championship League. Also spent some time with the Greenville Triumph of USL League One. Was an adversary of Pato. Pato was playing for Lansing in League One.
Look at how quickly Livonia City just turtles. They go in behind the ball, trying to shut things down. And City's still able to move the ball left to right very well. Good shape in midfield.
It was a pretty good coaching job, I think, though, by Gavin King, because we talked about it right after City gets that goal in the second minute. You feel the energy in the building. The Sharks are in the water. I mean, he fortressed it down.
Batten down the hatches. Yep. That's what you got to do.
And survived about 5 minutes, and now you see them beginning to come out of that shell a little bit and moving it forward with a little space.
What I would like to see out of them is, well, first off, defending this, and you're right, the flag does go up. What they miss, that a professional side like Detroit City FC has, is that they've come out of their shell just a little bit. They're trying to press things a little bit further forward, but they're not cutting down the angles on the passing. They're moving bodies forward, but the positioning could be better, because City have a lot of options still when they get possession back from Livonia City to move the ball, and then you can be burned for coming forward and trying to challenge. Right now, City with the ball in there, about 4 passing options.
Ozzie Matthews finds Venegas, who sends it back over the top of Manning. DCFC will circle the wagons and try again, but no pressure from Livonia City FC. Carroll again. Now giving chase, attempting to apply some pressure. Rietzloff. I'll tell you what, John, there's just something that hits different in terms of energy level when you're defending the whole time versus when you're attacking. It just seems to take more out of you.
It does. It saps the legs. And look at how quickly City are moving. 1 touch, 2 touch, and the ball is delivered side to side. It's making the defenders respect. Touchline to touchline, all the way across. And you have to do that. You're constantly moving the legs. Just saps the energy. And one of the things, we had a chance to talk with Trevor James before the match tonight, one of the things that he was lamenting a little bit is that they're only allowed 5 subs tonight. And I would expect to see him use all 5 of them, but I think he would have really enjoyed being allowed to use 7 subs, give some more guys a run out, use the whole 18. That's going to be a corner.
So again, this is where the size comes into play. I believe it's the first corner kick of the night here for Detroit City FC. I would suspect Anthony Manning will certainly be a target at some point off a corner. He's working his way in there.
Low line for Livonia City, putting players on both posts. That allows you to take a run at the header.
Sent in, and it's headed on wide. Heineman chips it back towards the 18. Anthony Manning still with it. Let it go through. Beautiful touch. The strikes off the crossbar. Maxi Rodriguez can't believe it. It was a little half volley attempt. He rattled the frame.
Almost as impressive as the strike, Neil, the way he was able to hold the ball up, let the defender overcommit, and then have the shooting lane. Beautiful little chip forward, and watch Maxi here. Works the ball, little control, oops, and then just couldn't slot it under the bar. That is a sick move to just let the defender blow right by you.
That ball goes across. City will keep it dangerously right in front of the goal line. Ozzie Matthew collides. Rietzloff. Now, Livonia City FC working about 1v7.
That's a NISA foul right there. Jimmy got his money's worth.
Yes, he did. Michael Koziara, the head referee here today. Leighton Kelly, the first assistant. Steven Seward, the AR2, and the 4th official, Kira Vandenbecken.
Somebody get the license plate number of that truck?
That ball challenged the corner. Quezada had to be alert. He had to retreat to make the grab, and I think he took it over the line, so it'll be a corner coming up.
I think you're right. 20 minutes gone, and this is the first corner of the match for Livonia City FC. It'll also be the first time the ball enters the DCFC 18 with a chance to be really in anger. Easy win in the air. Easy win in the air for DCFC.
Sent back in again. This one's flicked on. It was loose in front of the 6 for just a moment. City possibly looking for a counter. Livonia able to get it all back together. Cyrus Sadie is around his man. Sadie pings one. Looking for the left side. Shoot will play it out. That'll trickle over the line. This portion of tonight's Watch City broadcast brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Chevy drives the Motor City. It's a party out there, always. Ball sent inside the 18. The header, and the stop is made, and a touch off the volley. A pure strike by Ozzie Matthews. That was a goal scorer's goal.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Shuk made a great first save, but he had committed the body and left the net open. And a beautiful finish to make it 2-0 to City. Just buzzing around the goal. And you are right, sir. Goal scorer's goal. Watch this save by Shuk. Head on. got the hands up, punched it back out, and then just waiting silky smooth on the volley, and Yazid bangs it home. And that's the demoralizing part for Livonia City. They would finally come out of their shell just a little bit. You talked about surviving the onslaught. You get a chance to get forward. You get a corner about a minute and a half ago, and then all of a sudden, over the top by Cyrus, your keeper makes a save. You can't clean up the trash, and City with a workmanlike 2-0 lead.
City's done it both ways here tonight. Played the beautiful game on the first, relentless with the second. And the smoke pours out of the Northern Guard supporter section. Stephen Carroll shuts that down. It's 80 to Rodriguez. Quezada plays it up ahead. Livonia City FC coming off that 3-0 loss. FC Buffalo. That was 4 days ago as well. Rodriguez. Beautiful ball across. Yazid again, stutter step. Cross was blocked. Blue ball sent ahead, but it was cut off by Stephen Carroll. Quezada goes down to the turf. Reachloff with the apology.
Something Trevor James will be happy with tonight, Neil, so far. 24 minutes in, the crossfield delivery. So good to spring runners on both wings tonight. You're going to need to do that in the NISA fall season. You're going to need to be able to use that crossfield ball, play it well, reverse defenders, try to wrong foot somebody and create space. We've seen some really good deliveries of the ball tonight. Really precise passes.
And of course, John, you would say those types of windows won't be there in NISA play, but they were on the money. They were in the basket.
No, look, yes, there's going to be bigger passing lanes tonight. I'm looking about, one of the things that you and I are both golfers. You look at my wedge, that impact zone is about half the face of the club. You look at a PGA Tour Pro's wedge.
It's about the size of the golf ball.
It's about the size of or less. It's about the size of the impact point, about the size of a dime. What you're looking for tonight is not looking at the fact that there are huge gaps that City can exploit. That's true. What you're looking for is placement. And we've seen very good placement. Right now, the pitching wedge, it's about the size of a dime with what they've been able to do and place the ball.
Ball sent in. Yazid knocks it down. Another good stop made. It's loose in the air and plucking it away from going into the net was Shuk.
He's had a couple of all-world saves tonight where they were reflex self-defense saves, but he's made them. Could be, maybe should be 3-4-0. And Shuk has kept his team in this game.
Here's another look at it. Some heavy duress inside that 18 and into the 6 as he made a bid for a brace. I think that was Kevin Venegas that came flying in with the attempted header. But Zach Shuk stood tall. And you know what that sound means. Norfolk Southern always on time.
Rolling through just like Detroit City FC so far tonight. Keeping right to schedule.
Pato on the run. Pato shot. Will go wide of the frame, and you see assume our pickup truck frames rolling through here. The train in Hamtramck. CFC's train right now on the move as well. Pato had to pick the corner. Pato played his college soccer at Division II St. Mary's, scored 39 goals during his time there.
Chip's got a decent punt on him, Neil.
He does.
That's a good ball downfield. In the league in which they normally play, that can spring some attackers. Against City's defenders tonight, you're not going to have that same level of success. But there's some talent there.
Stephen Carroll goes to work yet again. Manning, chip, a little bit of miscommunication. And John, I've been impressed with that. Everything's been through buildup that's been communicated. That was really the first piece of miscommunication we've seen nearly 30 minutes in.
Yeah, and you know what? And Yazid, if he hadn't cut back, it would have been right on a dime. Again, very good placement, very good shape. Match like this, it's not about playing your opponent, it's about playing your game. And City has done a very good job of not getting lazy, not getting sloppy, delivering balls like that. That free a runner up the far side wing, and now there's 4 players in the area.
Bylerman makes his move, hits cross! I can't tell if that was deflected out, if it hit the bar. I know Kevin Venegas was right there on the doorstep.
I think Venegas put it wide, but again, that cross-field ball, well placed, giving the runner on the wing a yard of space to run into the ball. Now you got 4 runners in the area, who you're going to mark, and that ball just a little too high. If that's a foot lower, that's an easy tap, and it's 3-0. Really good shape, really good placement. This is one of those things where you say, what do you learn from a match? What can you get from a match against a team like Livonia City? This is exactly what you get from that. Just the muscle memory, the communication memory, the ability to keep your system moving and just grind it out for 90 minutes.
Stephen Carroll directing traffic.
And I really like Stephen's selection so far tonight. He's using both wings equally. Really good distribution of the ball, really good decisions on how to quarterback the play. Oh, that's just pocket picked.
Tonto took it away, and Yazzie Matthews gave one a rip. Chooks it in there and took it.
It was right at him, but that's still a lot of mustard on the hot dog, and Shook with another good save.
Going around was Venegas. That ball just trickled over the line.
Waiting. And look at that little rip, and Shook just got the hands up and made the save. Nice walk in there, and again, City buzzing around the goal.
Shook outlets it. We're a third of the way through this one. CFC with the 2-0 lead. Neil Rule, John Krieger with you, your Google 5 broadcast team. That ball played ahead. I believe the flag will be up. City just kind of peeled back on it. Make sure you stick around at the half. I was joined by Tyler McManus as we discuss the entire youth system for Detroit City FC. Great job that they have done. Just caught up with the news and notes around DCFC as well.
And remember, Neil, this is just the first match of 2 for Detroit City FC this week. Saturday night, the pro team taking on another tenant of this stadium, Hamtramck City FC, recent winners of the Yemeni American Cup, in a benefit match for sporting opportunities in Yemen. Tickets available for that benefit match at cityfc.com.
How about that ball from Yazzie Matthews? Making a move, the cross and the touch as Yazzie Matthews couldn't quite get on the end of it. Yazzie started it all and he almost finished it all.
You know what? And it's not about the fact that he didn't finish. It's about the build-up play that you referenced, partner. Inside out, got it out to the wings, kept making a run. We got our first sub of the match.
Looks to be the case.
Number 47.
Orlier will come in for Livonia City.
Zach Hills races run.
Orlier comes in. Pato tried to step through a couple of defenders. Nearly did.
So much individual skill on the ball in situations like that. Pato getting a little greedy, trying to step through two players, but he's got the ability to do that. Rodriguez has had so much space to work. Look at Venegas just winning the physical battle. Just gets possession back for his team, and here we go again.
Still no subs used by Trevor James.
I would expect to see those around the half.
Yep. There are 5 at his disposal. He told us, John, up here in the booth before the match, he's about business tonight. Make no mistake.
Yep, this is all, he comes from a soccer culture in the UK where Premier League teams are already playing those preseason friendlies. You're going to play 3, 4, 5, 6 before you get ready to go for your league action. He has 3 in a benefit match, and he's already played one of them. So he's going to use every minute at his disposal tonight. And it's all about technique.
Speaking of technique, there's a man with good technique, Anthony Manning. Venegas. Pato hooked with the off arm. Official lets it run through. Connor Rutz. Torrey will send it back, and DCFC will recycle. I wonder what Pato would have done with that.
Had he not been hugged?
Had he not been hooked up, yeah.
I mean, that was brotherly love right there. Got the arm all the way around.
I've caught 4-pound bass that were less hooked than that. Yazid Matthews, toe poke ahead. And the ball is slotted into the back of the net beautifully. It's another goal for Detroit City FC. They take a 3-0 lead and a very high-class finish.
Shook was screened, but look at the ball that sets up the goal. Just a silky, silky feed and an easy finish. Coming in, turns on the ball, delivers a no-look, then turns, and the dummy through, and all of a sudden a screenshot. That's a beautiful ball through and an easy finish.
Boy, Kevin Venegas absolutely filthy on that finish. And now you're in the danger zone if you're Livonia. Livonia City FC conceding a third with about 10 minutes to go, and under regular circumstances, John, you're always guarded in that last 10 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, you can't afford to be now. You're down 3-0. And that plays right into City's hand. I'll tell you what, Venegas, the finish, and Yazid Matthews, what a ball through on that third goal. That's filthy.
Here comes City again. Yazid Matthews, the touch, and the stop is made again. Boy, Shook been under some heavy duress here tonight so far. He's acquitted himself pretty well, though. He stood in there for the most part.
He has taken some heavy shots, keeping the hands behind the ball, strong hands. This is cat and mouse, though, Neil. Look at the way City just bouncing the ball back and forth. This is exactly the way Trevor James wants to play. Look at how quickly the ball moves off of a player's foot. One touch, one dribble, stop, touch. Good receive, one touch. Just keep moving the ball around. All the while, by the way, the center backs are moving forward, only Stephen Carroll in the defensive half.
Good 1-2 build-up. Ball sent in, headed just wide of the frame. Good look for Yazzie Matthews again.
Livonia City with just the 9 behind the ball. That is somewhat defensive. I'll tell you what, though, City playing what I like to call boa constrictor football. They are just circling, choke the life out of you, move the ball around, wait for it.
Squeeze again.
Yeah. Wait for you to make a mistake, and then it's in the back of the net. It's plain and simple boa constrictor football.
And it does seem as though Detroit City turning up the heat a little bit here going into half.
You know, that's the thing, though, Neil. Yes, they're turning up the heat, but there's no appreciable difference in their technical skill. They're just keeping it moving, and that's what you want to see is the consistency.
He's had some success on that left side.
Just moving through the gears.
That ball kicked out of Keyworth Stadium. Owen coming up for DCFC. This portion of tonight's broadcast brought to you by DCFC's official financial services partner, Ally. Start saving for what matters to you at ally.com. Ross inside the box. Makes the grab.
That may have been the poorest cross all night. And it was a pretty decent cross. Nobody made a run on it.
There's a breakdown in communication for Livonia City FC.
Can't have any of those against Detroit City tonight.
Zana gives one a lash, sends it over to Manning.
Acres of space in midfield for Rodriguez and Cyrus Sadie, and you give Cyrus Sadie 5 yards of space, he's going to make you look fool. The overlapping runs have been very precise tonight as well.
There's a turnover by City. That ball sent ahead. On the right side, Niall Ellis will rip it over top of everything.
Make no mistake, Neil, Niall Ellis ripped it over the bar because Stephen Carroll absolutely got him out of his rhythm. That's a beautiful track back job by Stevie Carroll to just force the shooter wide and force him to snatch at it, and that put it over the bar. That's not something that shows up in the stat column ever, but that's good technical defensive football.
Detroit City FC with 11 shots. Livonia City FC.
1, 2.
That was their first. If you give them that one, that was their first.
And it was not a shot on target, by the way.
Right. Ball was reset for the goal kick in proper fashion.
You know what? Fair play to Livonia City. You're going up against a professional side that's a full 2-3 divisions higher than you, and you're still playing it out from the back. Yeah, that opens it up to turnovers, but they're playing their game, and I give them that credit.
Thomas Mackey will track it back. There was some heat from Cyrus Sadie. Now Venegas pops up into it. Connor Rutz takes advantage of the giveaway. Cyrus Sadie in towards the 18. Sadie wings it to the corner. Venegas stops, starts, stops again. Second defender played it over the line. Rowland coming up, and John, you get the feeling something's going to happen here.
You know, and it again, City just buzzing around goal. What a ball there by Cyrus City to flip it out to the corner on a half volley on a ball that was coming into him from another direction.
Rodriguez tried the back heel. He had it taken away and then committed a foul against Gavin Cameron.
And that might be the first moment tonight where Trevor James will look at that and say, my guys were getting too cute. You're going to try a cheeky back heel like that 40 yards from goal with no real runner to get on the other end of it. I think the Livonia City captain's armband needs a reset.
Zada will retreat. Gavin Cameron still adjusting that captain's armband. Now he gets it tightened back up. '43rd minute, 3-0. Keyworth City FC with the lead. Otherman struck in the second minute. They haven't taken their foot off the gas since.
One of the pluses of the opening half, Neil, is and one thing we didn't put in the keys to the match tonight, but I think it's important to point out, is the city have managed to manufacture their own energy. It's a good crowd in here tonight. Our Northern Guard are as vociferous as always, but I don't know about you. It feels like the energy is not necessarily as on a knife's edge as it has been at some other nights here at Keyworth. And City have manufactured their own energy.
Connor Rutz with a shot. Almost right into the midsection of Shoup.
And you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to manufacture that energy, because when you go on the road in NISA to a lot of clubs, you're going to have to do that because you're playing in front of 500 or 1,000 instead of 6,000. So the ability on a night like this, midweek match, lower division side, to keep the energy up and to play at your level is going to be something you're going to need the muscle memory of as we get into the NISA fall season, especially on the road.
Kulich played it ahead, but now Maxi Rodriguez will send it back to Quezada. 45th minute. City again will ping another one cross field. This one for Venegas, a little too deep. Sadie applies some pressure. He almost got the turnover. Ball slotted ahead. Stephen Carroll says not tonight.
No problem. Look at Quezada trying to save the corner. Couldn't do it, but I like the effort. Don't want to give something up cheaply here right before the half.
Uvelich will come down to trigger the corner. There will be 1 minute of stoppage time. Livonia City FC would be fine if that minute just expired. Mackey goes back to the play, and that ball just sent out towards midfield, and only one in the vicinity was Vincent Bruno. Why not send it back inside the 18? Quezada off the line to make the easy grab, and that put us close to the expiration of the minute.
And I think Quezada is trying to move around and give the referee ample time to look at his watch.
And there is the whistle, the conclusion of the first half of action. It was all City all the time. They have a 3-0 lead.
Hang on a second, Neil. Here I think he called a foul.
Oh, did he?
So
okay.
We're going to have a free kick here.
That ball knocked down. Now it's chipped up towards the 18, and Anthony Manning will head it away. And there is the whistle. And the first half concludes. We're through 45, and just like I said before, Detroit City FC with a 3-0 lead. It's been all City all the time. Make sure you stick around at the half. I was joined by Tyler McManus, the director of the Youth Academy for Detroit City FC. But, John, this is about what you wanted to see. I think you talked about the Golden Nugget keys to the game. I think you checked all the boxes.
Yeah, key number 1, play your game. Key number 2, everybody is healthy. Key number 3, you've been dominant at home. You're keeping a clean sheet. You've scored 3 goals, and we haven't seen any knocks on the pitch. You can't ask for anything more from this environment.
Absolutely. So we'll talk to Tyler McManus when we come back. We'll also get you caught up with the DCFC news and notes. We'll get you John Krieger's thoughts. And, of course, the second half of action. Detroit City FC going to work here tonight. A 3-0 lead. We'll be right back with more.
Football is a big deal in this house. So when Maurice was injured, we immediately thought the worst. To see my baby lose his joy hurt.
The DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, is here to help athletes get back in the game.
They're like family. It was a long road, but we made it back.
DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, a community built on care.
DTE Energy customers can get their share of huge lifetime energy cost savings. How? By using our website. The Oslin's new programmable thermostat saved them a bundle. And their new efficient furnace earned them a hefty rebate. All over Michigan, people like the Oslins are saving. Why not you? There are always new ways to save at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE Energy.
To play with that crest on your chest is something special, and it's something that they can never take for granted.
You know you have to represent a lot more when you put on the kit than if you're just putting on a kit for 22 guys versus 8,000 in the stadium.
We are a family, we're a football club.
The community is such a big piece of this.
I know that there's so many clubs all over the world, but Detroit City just touches a lot different.
She created, and Fleming was able to get the tap in. Steinwasser closes the door. It had to be all world to make the save, and all world he was.
As far as development, it's essential that we have a youth program.
You're talking about a culture. You're talking about trying to build something that is everlasting.
Detroit City is championship city. Come on. City on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back here inside historic Keyworth Stadium, halftime of the NISA Independent Cup. Detroit City FC, Livonia City FC, and right now we're joined by a very special guest since it is Youth Day here inside historic Keyworth Stadium. We're joined by the Director of Youth Development. He is Tyler McManus, and Tyler, appreciate your time here today. As we said, Youth Day, a huge presence, pushing 1,000 youth representatives here today. That's got to make you feel pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're really excited to welcome all of our youth affiliate players and their families. For a lot of them, it could be their first time here at Keyworth, so we want to make sure it's a great experience by providing all these opportunities for them to get involved at game day.
You talk about youth development. Certainly the affiliates become top of mind. Explain that to everybody, because this is more of a traditional type of youth academy setup for Detroit City.
Yeah, so we have 5 affiliates that carry the Detroit City FC brand. I'll name them all for you. City
Sure.
Select. We have Downriver in the Taylor area. We have West in Canton. We have Genesee in the Genesee area. And then we have South Oakland right here near the proper Detroit area.
When you look at it, too, from the perspective of training programs, the academy training program certainly is something that's front of mind. I mean, that really is if you're looking at a meal of steak and potatoes, that's the steak.
Yeah, and this is going to be the first year that we've offered an academy training program. We're really excited. We're having our ID session next Saturday, August 7th. One very important thing to know about the Detroit City FC Academy training program is that it is only exclusive to affiliate players. So we're really focused on creating a higher level training environment, utilizing our first team and professional coaching staff to help facilitate these sessions and give these top tier youth players a great environment to train in so that they can hear different voices from different coaches. So we're really focused on making year one the best that we can, and we look forward to the future.
Well, that's certainly the competitive side of it. Also, too, well represented the youth programs and the soccer education, everything you guys do in the community as well. That's big, not only for not only for what you do, but that's big for the club as well.
Yeah, we have youth programs that begin all the way at 2 years old. Our TOTS program is 2 through 5 years old, and we're getting ready to launch that for the fall beginning in September. We're going to have our foundations program, our 5 through 7, that's going to ride the coattails of that this fall. We've been able to offer camps and clinics for the ages 8 through 14 and even beyond that window. So we're really trying to give every child an experience for them that is age appropriate, that is inclusive, and that serves the community.
Yeah, and certainly that has been the target for everything that's been involved around the Detroit City FC Youth Development Academy. Tyler, certainly do appreciate your time. Congratulations on all the success. I know you're just getting started.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Goodbye and the spam calls. Hello to a phone plan with built-in spam blocking. See you later, networks that are unsafe. Hello, built-in VPN. Now the networks I join are private. So long, hackers and trackers finding my personal information. Hello to a phone plan that keeps me safe and secure. Goodbye, everything you can't. Hello, Google Fi, a phone plan that can.
S3's actions speak much louder than words.
While others have been paying lip service or writing press releases,
We've engaged with our community with boots on the ground.
Always helping everyone we can.
S3 has always supported our communities. We have impacted more than 50 in our time.
We also bring people together in amazing ways.
We hire for talent and character.
And then we teach new skills and coach professional development.
50% of our leadership team are women.
30% of our leadership are from diverse backgrounds.
Who cares about this?
We care.
All around the world, from Lithuania to Cuba to the USA.
We celebrate diversity and human rights.
95% of our team were hired to do a job that they've never done before.
90% of them have grown into different roles than the one we hired them to do.
And 60% of us are military veterans, military spouses, and affiliates.
At S3, this is how we do business, and it works.
Are we for everyone? No. We've turned down business from companies whose principles don't align with ours.
We are a cutting-edge IT solutions corporation with a heart.
We're S3.
Thank you.
Welcome back inside Keyworth Stadium. Halftime here, Detroit City FC and Livonia City FC. Let's check out those Detroit City FC news and notes. And John, that one at the top of the page right there really jumps out to me. Matt Lewis has been loaned out to El Paso of the USL Championship League. I mean, in theory, John, he's one step away from the MLS. That says a lot about this club.
It does. It shows that within the USA soccer community, Detroit City FC is slowly earning the respect that it deserves, and frankly, the tutelage that he's gotten under Trevor James really has put him in a position to try to move to the game's next level. We wish him the best of luck. Look forward to having him back for the NISA season.
You also see that women's UWS 2 team, a very tasty 8-1-1 with their season complete. The U23 side 12-1. They were the Eastern Division champions. Just a big-time effort across the board by the whole club.
It is, and it furthers the club's mission of being able to have those reserve team opportunities, give kids that are above the level of youth soccer and into that college rank the chance to be able to play for the Crest and really give the upper-level first-team staff a chance to take a look at you.
And the upcoming schedule for DCFC, really neat event coming up here on July 31st with Hamtramck City FC coming in, the benefit match, John. And I know, for a club that's about community, that is all about community.
It is indeed, and it is all about Detroit City FC wanting to leave Hamtramck better than they found it when they came to rehab Keyworth Stadium. They saw a need, they're taking care of it. They're putting the club in the community. It's a great thing, and we look forward to that benefit match.
August 3rd, the final leg, I guess you could call it, of the NISA Independent Cup. They'll be at Cleveland SC, and then all eyes turn on August 7th back to NISA play. Chicago House AC in the house. We will be back on the DCFC television network. It's on the horizon, John. Here it comes.
It is, and it's all part of what we're seeing tonight. You see some of the first-team regulars back in the lineup. They're starting to gear up. It's like a preseason training again, and it's all getting ready for Motor City versus Windy City as we get ready to go.
When we come back, we'll get you our thoughts on the first 45 minutes of play and also the highlights as well. We'll be right back with more. This is DCFC Soccer.
DTE's natural gas is a lot more than just an energy source. It perks up your mornings and eases you into relaxed evenings. It works both hard and smart. It can help heal the body and transport the mind. And at the end of the day, cleaner, safe, affordable natural gas is there to do more than just dry your clothes. It's a warm hug waiting to happen. DTE.
To play with that crest on your chest is something special, and it's something that they can never take for granted.
You have to represent a lot more when you put on the kit than if you're just putting on a kit for 22 guys versus 8,000 in the stadium.
We are a family, we're a football club.
The community is such a big piece of this.
I know that there's so many clubs all over the world, but Detroit City just touches a lot different.
Was able to get the tap in. Steinwasser closes the door. Had to be all world to make the save, and all world he was.
As far as development, it's essential that we have a youth program.
You're talking about a culture. You're talking about trying to build something that is everlasting.
Detroit City is championship city. Come on, city on 3, 1, 2, 3, city.
Back inside historic Keyworth Stadium as we get ready to roll for the second half. It's been all Detroit City 3-0, the lead. Neil Rule, John Krieger back here with you. And John, we talked about it before we went to the break as we rechecked the Golden Nugget Casino house edge and the keys to the game. They checked every single box. They did everything you asked them to do. You've got nothing to say to them, right, John?
No, it's an absolutely perfect first half. 3 goals. You played your game. You played good technical soccer. That's really what I was looking for. Listen, are you going to get lazy, and are you going to play to the fact that you're playing an opponent that is a couple of divisions lower than you and just taking advantage of the fact that you're physically stronger, can have all sorts of times on the ball. No, they kept their shape. They got the job done. It was a great first half.
Let's take a look at the highlights from the first 45 minutes of play. In Detroit City, John, went on the offensive early. They got a goal, as a matter of fact, in the second minute of action. And DCFC just kept control the whole time. Life was tough out there for Livonia City FC. Jimmy Filerman got it rolling with a world-class finish.
And a great one, too, and a great ball through for Filerman, and he was able to put it in the postage stamp. And that really started things off for City. And then watch this ball forward and the play through, and Shook, the first of his great goaltender play in the first half. Great keeper play, and then more goals for City. The silky finish, another solid save for Shook, and then the volley home for the second, and City wouldn't stop scoring there. A little chip through, a dummy, a save by Shook there, and then a sick slotted home finish for the third goal of the half. Just really good technical play for Detroit City FC for 45 minutes. And watch that ball through and that finish for City to take a 3-0 lead as we get ready for the second half of play.
And there will be a couple of substitutions for Detroit City FC. 3, as a matter of fact, to get things rolling for DCFC. Javi Steinwasser will check in. George Chomikoff will check in. And it's good to see Tendai Jadida out there for DCFC. It was a big offseason for him. He played for his native Zimbabwe. A huge honor for him for the African Cup of Nations. That's a prestigious tournament, John.
Anytime you can be called up to that tournament, so much pride on that continent for their Confederations tournament. And for a player from Detroit City FC to represent in that tournament says so much about the quality of play here, about the quality of coaching that he got from Trevor James, and about the quality of player that he is. And we said the subs would come right around halftime, and that's what we've got. 3 of them to start the second half.
Jimmy Filerman made his way out. Connor Rutz as well, and Maxi Rodriguez. And here is Tendai Jadida. I'll tell you what.
Oh, that's a foul.
I was going to say that as well, but if you're Livonia City FC and you've been defending this entire night, you don't want to see 12 out there on a wing, especially with some space in the ball. That's a problem.
And pace as well. That's the thing. He's bringing on acres and acres of pace.
Good luck in a 1v1 situation with him tonight.
And Neil, just for emphasis on what we're talking about with playing your game, we've been playing here in the second half for 85 seconds. And Detroit City has had it up the left side wing twice and the right side wing once. They've had 3 runs forward on both wings. Impossible to defend touchline to touchline when City are able to reverse the ball as fast as they are able to move things tonight.
And here comes a corner now for City. And we said that as the night went on, these set pieces are a dangerous proposition for Livonia City FC, just given the size advantage that DCFC has. And the corner is sent in, and that ball was chipped across. Jadida gives it a whirl on the half volley. Kind of a two-hopper. Got in towards Zach Shoup. This portion of tonight's Watch City broadcast brought to you by Google Fi. We're proud to have Google Fi, our new official partner of Detroit City FC. Google Fi is a different kind of phone plan with simpler pricing and smarter coverage. Learn more at fi.google.com.
I love the effort Cyrus Sadie's put in tonight. You know, he doesn't always get the minutes in midfield in NISA play. He's got a chance to be out there and shine tonight. He's put in a really good match in midfield. Really good on the ball. And George Chomikoff back out there again. Such a loyal servant of the club. Really got himself in Trevor James's good graces. Again, City up the far side wing. So far, near side, far side, near side, far side, just absolutely beating down Livonia City FC with their ability to move the ball.
Pato tries to turn. He was hooked. The official had no option but to call that one because it did stop a potential scoring attack. Quick restart. Tendai Jadida has it. He's in space. He rips one, and it knuckles just over top of the crossbar. Boy, Tendai didn't waste any time. He wanted some action.
Look at the bend on that ball, Neil. Half a yard of space, and he just let it rip.
Here's a great look at it.
Whoa. That's an international level strike right there.
No question.
That's nasty.
Good to see Tendai back.
Look out, NISA. Just think about this. Detroit City FC was absolutely dominant in the spring season of NISA, and Tendai wasn't in the squad.
Tell City fans across our Google 5 broadcast that are watching right now are just kind of nodding, looking at the screen, the slow nod.
Very nice.
Manning sends it back across. City will look to go to work again. Tendai just out on that wing, and I'll go back to that last season, John, and this was something that you and I talked about on many of occasion. Tendai is really the key to what Trevor James does because they defend so well, and this is what's so unique about the way that his teams play. They defend so well, but they're so dangerous because of what the wings bring.
Yes. And the wings force you to respect them, and that opens up acres of space in the middle. Make no mistake, he would prefer to be able to just run things, one touch, two touch, three touch to the middle and go and score. The openings on the wings allow for that to happen.
That rip sent over the top of everything by Javi Steinwasser.
They're just peppering the Livonia City FC goal right now.
One word I think that describes this first 5.5 minutes of the second half, John, is intent. There's clear intent of what they want to do.
Yes, and clinical is another. Very clinical first 5 minutes. And I'll give you a third, workmanlike. Just ho-hum, lunch pail soccer. Just go out there, do what you got to do. The 3-5-2, very good shape thing. And again, quality of opponent will play some part of that, but there's been very good service from the kid. Look at Chamakov there, moving the ball through.
The ball goes across the line. Livonia City FC will have the throw in. Taking in the libations and getting right tonight.
I'll tell you what, they are in full flow right now following the water balloon party from kickoff. You know, Neil, a special night tonight here at Keyworth Stadium for a couple of reasons. The first reason, we celebrated the men's U23 side. Midwest Premier League Eastern Division Championship before the match. The boys are in a suite tonight, celebrating their championship. Free kick there to Livonia City. And so special, Javi Bautista and what his program has done in the Midwest Premier League. It's a crunching foul. Got the foot stepped on. That'd leave a mark. Studs to the top of the foot.
Lining things up, stepping it off right now, Connor Rio. Chipped in towards the line. Tendai Jadida springs it out of danger's way.
Good touch to get it out wide. And look at City just get rid of the danger. Send it down. Look at the pace here to make a play of this.
He ran the entire pitch. On a beeline.
He just put it into overdrive. And look at this. Eventually gets the turnover and gets the possession for City.
Now jumps back onside. Yazid Matthews.
Miscommunication there, I think. Thought there was going to be a runner up the far side wing, nobody there.
Oh, and that'll be a corner now for Detroit City. A misplay by Livonia City FC. That ball was going across the line on its own, and look at this effort.
Watch Pato. Let's see how many yards he makes up here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 yards spent. Yeah, that'll do.
Corner service into the 18. The header goes just wide. James looks on. Former scout for FC Barcelona, Newcastle, and the English national team, and assistant coach for the LA Galaxy under Bruce Arena. He's the interim head coach there twice as well. Coached some guy named David Beckham during his time out there.
I think he turned into something decent, didn't he?
He did all right for himself.
Yeah. You know, we showed that shot of Trevor James, and all you need to do is take one look at his face and know how important tonight is. And it has zero to do with Livonia City FC. That's a guy whose team is leading 3-0 and has been in charge for all 55 minutes we've played, and he is still, with a look of intensity on his face, taking in everything he sees.
And Jadita's making a move on the left side, and the ball is served over to him. Tendai works 1v1. Tendai makes a move. Tendai to cross, and the flag is up.
I think it might have gone out of play, but what a step over by Tendai. Wow. He's learned some things with Zimbabwe.
Yes, he's got a new repertoire, man.
Tendai 2.0. Look at this step over. Try defending this. Come and get me. Come and get me. Come and get me. Oh, wait. I got you. Bye.
Oh, wow. Connor Riom was just an unfortunate victim of circumstance right there. Because that coming at you is the paciest guy out here that's in the building tonight.
With that kind of close control.
Right.
Pacey with that kind of close control.
And you're on the island.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the island of Maui either.
Uh-oh, mama. Here comes that man again.
Yeah. I mean, that's just... You just can only wonder what's going through Riom's head.
Help.
And this is a guy that played in 73 matches for Saginaw Valley State, too, one of the premier Division II soccer programs in America.
This is true. He has some good experience in a decent conference. Tendai played for Zimbabwe.
Right.
It is another level.
As King looks on, his fourth season, assistant coach with Madonna.
Neil, my favorite drummer at Keyworth is back. The LED drum is in attendance this evening. Day has been made.
You got to tell the lovely Mrs. Krieger that's got to be number one on the gift list for John.
What, LED drum?
LED drum.
That would be a great gift if it weren't for the fact that I have zero rhythm, my friend.
That doesn't matter.
It's lucky that I have a golf swing, because there's no rhythm.
And Morosco will check in. It's college soccer for Lawrence Tech. The 8th minute, Neil Rule, John Krieger with you. Keyworth Stadium. ECFC with the 3-0 lead is the edge at the half.
And even though there haven't been any goals scored here in the second half so far, Neil, it doesn't diminish the weight of the message that City have put on for the entire 57 minutes. Is that it's been a really good clinical effort.
Here comes Pato. Pato puts on the brakes, has it poked away temporarily. And now has it again. And now looking to move. This time it's Stephen Carroll. This 9 minutes brought to you by DTE. No matter where you are in your energy efficiency journey, DTE can help you score savings. Learn more at dteenergy.com/save energy.
You know, it is a difficult job for Michael Koziara as the referee, because if he called every foul he could, we'd have whistles every 6 or 7 seconds.
Leave with the cross. Tendai will get on the end of that.
But Livonia's getting pretty handsy right now.
Livonia, oh, and there's a beautiful cross by Tendai Jadida, and a big-time finish. Detroit City FC goes up 4-0. A thing of beauty is a joy forever.
What a ball from Tendai. And what a finish going low to head it home. That's amazing setup play by City. A world-class bit of service. And a great finish.
Kevin Venegas strikes again.
Venegas with his second. And it was perfect. And that will be his last action of the match, as Roddy Green's coming on, and Espinal as well. But what a beautiful ball. Watch this. Service comes in across. Tendai collects and just puts it on an absolute plate. Unmarked. Venegas goes low. Nothing Shook could do. It's a fantastic fourth for City.
Smoke pours out of the Northern Guard supporter section. Too strong of a breeze tonight for a smoke delay. Stephen Carroll steps over. City will go to work again. David Espinal, who just came into the match. Tendai up ahead.
He's one of those players, Neil, ever since he's come on, it reminds me of what I like so much about the way he plays. Every time he touches the ball, I expect something magic could happen.
He's taken on that status pretty quickly, isn't he? And here he comes again with some space. What will he do this time?
Good ball out wide.
Darwin Espinal with it. Espinal curls and just misses the upper right corner. That, folks, was a lash.
Man, half a yard of space, and he said, if you're going to give me the opportunity to shoot, I'm going to do it. But look at it again. That's a side foot pass by Tendai. Plant and go for Espinal, and he misses by about a yard. But again, look at the bend on the ball. Look at that curling back in. That's like a lock your knees up curveball. Oh, that's going wide. It might not.
I like the look on Pato's face there when he saw that ball just miss the corner.
Look back, gave the thumbs up.
He put the wry little smile on his face. Darwin Espinal gave it a rip.
Well, some unwanted territory for Livonia City FC. Neil Rule, they have now conceded more goals against Detroit City FC in a single match than any other opponent this season.
And Espinal running up. That ball was punched out of the air by Shu. Wait for him, but it will be a corner.
Watch Yazzie Matthews here. Look at the way he's moving there toward the top of the 6-yard area as the service comes in. He's in a perfect position to take a run at this.
Sent in. Knocked down right away. Espinal, who took the corner, comes in, finds Manning, and it's another goal for Detroit City. The finish made this time by Pato. Anthony Manning put the ball on the tee.
Neil, that's just nasty. That is just absolutely a cat toying with a mouse before he kills it. It stays in the mixing bowl. Sent back across. And Anthony Manning doing what professionals do and putting it on a plate. And Pato 8. That placement by Manning, and Pato gets the boot up high and finishes. That's not an easy finish by Pato. And it's 5. High 5 tonight here at Keyworth.
DCFC's up by a nickel. Espinal with the chase again. And, John, lost through that sometimes. Darwin Espinal, he played 5 matches for the Honduras U23 national team as well. the flag is up.
And the referee hasn't seen it. There we go.
Now he did, but we were talking about Espinal. He signed a contract with the Tampa Bay Rowdies, played 40 matches with 6 goals for them. He's a professional soccer player. Like, this is what he does. It's not a hobby. This is what he does. He's a pro.
This is how he eats.
Right.
And that's, and he is eating well tonight. I promise you that. And that's really what Trevor James has been able to do. And it is a match like tonight. Okay, you say, well, but John, they're doing this against, again, a lower division opponent. But why are you continuing to extol their virtue? It has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with the work rate and the effort and the things they're able to create. What you are seeing on display tonight is City getting their legs under them, and you see the skill that is on display. There's a little pressure there, forcing Quezada into a mistake. That's the first real moment of anywhere near a threat for Livonia City here in the second half. 3 subs coming on for Livonia City. Patrick Smith, number 11. Number 2, Francesco Guzmano. And number 23, Mitchell Jones will all make their entrance. And by my count, that means that we will have no further substitutions this evening.
John, that's everybody they brought.
And they are taking a long time to exit the bridge and give their teammates a blow.
Impressive throw. All the way inside the 18. George Chamakov was trying to get it out of the way. Sumano made it onto his left side. Now it's a foot race for this one. Ozzie Matthews wins it. Ozzie Matthews pokes it through. City on the verge again. Ball's loose. Roddy Green maintaining the possession. Roddy Green called for the foul.
Wait a minute now, hold on. City players out here getting hugged. And you're going to call Roddy for, okay, you know what? I'm up here, I'm the broadcaster, he's the referee. All right. That's an interesting decision for me, partner. But in a 5-0 game, we'll let that go.
Espinal again.
Oh!
Beautiful move from Espinal. He'll slot ahead. Just a little too much mustard on the hot dog. Ozzie Matthews liking.
That little move by Espinal just turned his defender around.
John, this is the rough side for Livonia City FC. When DCFC connects on a couple of those highlight goals, all of a sudden the confidence level goes up through the moon. And your ability / desire to try to do it again grows. Next thing you know, you got a lot of victim of circumstance out there.
6, 7, now it becomes a skills clinic.
New City on the move, or attempting to move with it again. Roddy Green jumping up into the play.
And Yazid Matthews again with some nice footwork there before he got dispossessed. DCFC chant in full voice here at Keyworth. Again, just look at the way they step in, take away possession.
Espinal on the move. Stops, sends it across. Yazid Matthews tried to backheel it to himself.
Yazid overran it.
Nope.
He got too far forward.
And you want to see skill on display, John? Take a look at your screen. Detroit City FC certainly showing it here tonight. New City again. And there's a shot and another strike for Detroit City. It's a 6-pack for DCFC. Another high-quality finish. This time it's Yazid Matthews again.
Too easy, drill sergeant, too easy. Yazid Matthews steps in 5 yards of space, You give Yazid 5 yards of space, you're going to pay. And again, a turnover, and City with a workmanlike capitalization. And the fans love it. Watch Yazid here. Little turnover there. Ball out wide. Works around a man, absolutely owns his defender. Now he's got 5 yards of shooting space. Bye-bye.
Picks the corner. As I like to say, John, there's not a keeper playing this game that's going to stop that one. Nope. We're not stopping that man from that space with that angle.
Nope, not at all.
DCFC pouring it on here over the course of the last 10 minutes.
And you know what I like to see? Not that I want an opponent to lose 9-0. That's not what I'm saying. I like that they haven't stopped the intensity. Oh, God, they've given Tendai 10 yards of space to work with.
Tendai connects. Espinal with some good work. Keep control of that one. He pings it and reverses the pitch.
Another one of those crossfield balls, Neil. This can be dangerous. A lot of service opportunities.
CFC just playing with such confidence right now. Towards Chamakaw. Green through the smoke. Ronnie Green hooked from behind, and this foul will be called.
It's about time on that one. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, that's about the fourth one of those we saw. And this one will be a booking.
Yeah, and it's deserved because it was beyond a professional foul. That's one. There's a second shirt grab. Yeah, you got to call that. All right, is it 7th heaven time?
I just wonder what Tendai Jadid is doing back about 20 yards behind the play. He's just dropping back.
Yeah, he's the speed guy in case there's a counter.
All right. And maybe he was going to try to duck up in there. Proper space is given. When City FC inches their way across that line. Here we go. Service into the box. The header by Manning. 7-0 City. At some point, John, the set piece was going to hurt Livonia City FC. And who better than Anthony Manning to finish it?
Neil, we've talked about Anthony Manning's ability to win a ball in the air all season long. We've talked about his work ethic. We've talked about his physical play. We've talked about his professional acumen on the pitch. He showed it right there. The ball was placed on a dime for him, and he did not miss. Look at the easy service, and the big man wins it easy in the air. And number 4 puts up number 7 for City. It's 7th heaven at Keyworth.
And then Anthony Manning goes right back to professional mode. And there is the John Krieger drum. Everything you need here tonight.
Checking all the boxes, my friend.
Yes, we are. The LED drum.
I love it. They do new and exciting things every match. You've said it, partner. You said it before I even came to this broadcast crew, and I've said it every match with you. Since pound for pound, the best supporters in sport. Plain and simple.
Indeed. Quezada comes off the line, and that ball was loose, and Tendai puts it out of harm's way.
Tell you what, Quezada got lucky there. You're going to come like that, you got to collect, and he didn't.
Ball's off Yazid and over the line.
Neil, it's youth night here at Keyworth Stadium this evening. All 5 of City's youth programs represented with players in attendance tonight. DCFC with 5 different youth organizations. DCFC West, Downriver, Genesee, South Oakland, and DCFC Select to offer a select travel option as well. And they had a great halftime festival of soccer, all the youth players out on the Keyworth pitch.
Otto turns around with it. Otto still has it. He curls it in. Tendai climbs the sky with the header.
Look at Tendai in the air.
He was up there, folks.
How good is Tendai in the air? I'll tell you what, his time with Zimbabwe, he was good before. He's gotten better. And I
would agree, because you're seeing stuff in the arsenal that wasn't there to this degree before.
I didn't see that step over when he was here prior to going to Zimbabwe. That step over clip we had from about 10 minutes ago, the one that will be in the nightmares of the defender he faced. Look at that footwork. Livonia City having to put 2 markers on Roddy Green.
Vujovic got it away, but only temporarily.
And it's a great job, by the way, by Javi Steinwasser to step back in, get possession back.
This portion of the Watch City broadcast brought to you by Stroh's, dependably Detroit since 1850. Colt Stroh's tastes good tonight.
Tell you what, every player wearing rouge tonight has earned a Colt Stroh. Get them all a bucket of Colt Strohs. They have earned it. A beautiful workmanlike effort for Detroit City FC tonight, Neil.
Ross Mackey plays it towards the left side. Ball was sent up to Matt Versteeg. Not much came of it. Tendai Jadida pulls back. Even Carroll through the middle. Espinal. 4 defenders circle in on him. It's taken away by Cusimano. Jadida couldn't quite win that race.
Look at how City close on the man in possession for Livonia City and just get possession back, Neil. They gave it away, but they just condensed to get it back.
Carroll. Jadida, wizardry with that touch. Pato finds Jadida again. That cross was blocked. Tendai still with it. He kept it in. He sends it in. Play just wide. City still with it. Espinal tried to pick the corner and just missed that left post.
Neil, how in blazes did Tendai Jadida keep that ball in play up the near side touchline?
I have no clue.
That is flat out magic.
I have absolutely no clue.
And then Espinal tried to go short side. Just well, he almost stuck it in the short side post.
Let's check out tonight's attendance, brought to you by Rip It Energy. 4,757 here on a Wednesday night on beach night. It's been a beach party. Water balloons, over 3,000 water balloons to start. They threw them all at each other. And then DCFC started scoring a whole bunch of goals.
Yeah, and what DCFC was, they were not throwing water balloons.
Nope.
They have been throwing haymakers. And you know the body language of the Livonia City players right now, Neil, they're punch drunk. They've been spun. They've been spun around so many times. It's like a 4-year-old that runs all the energy out in the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese, and then comes up and says, "Mommy, I want to go home." That's where we're at.
Livonia City FC now with the possession. Toe poke across, just nobody on the other side. Remember, Rieksloff did a good job to get that possession away from Jadida.
And you know the thought here, Neil, that I'm most impressed with as we get into the 78th minute, the intensity has never wavered from Detroit City, right? They have clearly outclassed and bossed their opponent, but it's been all about them playing as a team, taking all of the 90 minutes to go out and do what they need to do. There've been no lazy moments, no let-offs. Just a clinical, brutal, bruising performance.
City wins the ball back in the corner. Livonia City FC with some pressure. Looks like Trevor James has maybe called off the dogs a little bit as far as pressing forward initially, but then Jadida gets the ball in space.
It's a great crossfield ball.
Espinal finds Yazid Matthews. That ball rattles the crossbar and doesn't go in.
That's the second time City have rattled the woodwork tonight. Could be 9. If it weren't for the woodwork being unkind twice. If that's calling off the dogs, brother, I don't want to see it when the dogs are moving.
But once he went Tendai in space, man, created this whole thing.
If you're going to give me that opportunity, I'm going to take it. And then so close off the underside of the bar.
We move into the 80th minute. Livonia City FC wish it was the 90th minute.
Yeah, they're about done. And now they've been outscored, I believe, in the Independent Cup 10-0 after losing to Buffalo earlier in the week. Good for them that they were involved, but they have been outclassed.
Ida plays that one away from Cusumano.
Have a decent long throw.
That's certainly a weapon. Versteeg had it for a moment. Espinal has it.
And so much space.
Monto works 1v1. Torrey will wing it back. There's Stephen Carroll. It's been his first touch in a while.
That's how efficient City have been. It hasn't need to be played back to him.
Tendai makes a run. Is he onside? He is. The pace. The cross. Roddy Green settles it down. Roddy Green turns. And Roddy Green scores with a right-footed rocket.
Oh, a crazy 8th for Detroit City FC, and what a job by Roddy Green to hold this up. Look at the close control with his back to goal, and then turns the body, turns the shoulder, and lets the leg turn the weight of the body around and puts it home. First off, the great run by Tendai to provide the service, and then watch this control by Roddy Green. I'm going to win it. Use a hand and the body to keep my defender off me and turn and just let the pendulum of the leg turn the body around for the shot. Bang!
Buvalic there put a little bit too much space between himself and the ball. He paid the price.
And a good goal for Roddy Green. Good for him.
The all-time goal-scoring leader, White Lake High School, and the iconic penalty in the U.S. Open Cup.
He's one of my favorite stories about this team, Neil. This is a guy who his City journey didn't begin on the pitch. It didn't begin being recruited by this club. It began in the stands at Castec.
Steinwasser the shot. And that goes over top of the bar, but Javi Steinwasser wanted in the party.
Everybody wants in the party.
Right.
That's where this is at. In deference to our next NISA opponent from Chicago, a Chicago native.
Oh, and there's a giveaway again. Here's Espinal. Espinal slots one through, and it's 9-0 City.
Oh, this is an Oprah night. You get a goal, and you get a goal, and you get a goal. Everybody gets a goal.
John, I don't think we'll see a lot of stoppage time here tonight, but we will see the LED drum back in action.
Yeah, a lot to drum about this evening.
You have to wonder how long is the battery life on that thing?
It's got to get through 90 minutes and a lot of goals.
Yep.
Look at Espinal coming in here. A little giveaway, little poke to get past the defender. Now
just sized up. I mean, look at the way he sized up and knew exactly the avenue he had to work with, and he found it.
And because Shuk was out of position when it went out wide, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't come to try to make the body big. And so it gave all sorts of shooting lanes for Espinal. Now they're going for 10. Have we ever seen City put up 10 here at Keyworth?
Espinal, they're giving him a lot of space. Espinal the give, the goal. Espinal the cross, and the goal for City as Yazid Matthews puts it away. And there's a dime on the board.
Oh, 10. City hangs 10 at Keyworth on beach night.
And we're going to need a new scoreboard that measures in the metric system.
You know, and that's a beautiful touch pass goal, but also it's an opponent that has just absolutely been put through the meat grinder. They have nothing left, and it's all running downhill. First off, great stutter step by Espinal, works past two defenders, little 1-2 there, and then the feathery touch off, and a great finish. Yazid Matthews on the score sheet. The highlight package is going to be long tonight.
The boys in the truck, the production room.
Hazard pay this evening.
My heart goes out to you guys, because you guys are going to be busy.
Oh, look at that step over. That's just filthy. Now, this has become a skills competition. This is NHL All-Star Saturday.
That's a good way to put it.
That's what this has become. This is NHL All-Star Saturday, and a combination of the target shooting drill and the puck handling competition. That's all this is for these last 5 minutes.
That ball sent up towards a frame and goes over the line. Detroit City FC Northern Guard have the lights out, and it is a party. And goal-scoring outburst for Detroit City.
You know, we talk about City's prowess in NISA, and it is unparalleled. But for reference and for comparison, City have 10 goals this evening. That is the same amount of goals that they scored in their last 6 NISA matches combined. Now, granted, they won all of those NISA matches, and oh, by the way, a championship. So, however you do it, you do it. But they put 10 up, and that's 6 matches worth of goals on poor Livonia City tonight.
Devin Nunes reminded me on Twitter, DCFC scored 10 goals against Indiana a couple years ago. I do remember that.
I like that we have the crack Twitter research team.
We do.
Out here. Then in that case, we need 11.
I'll take it to the streets.
You give us crack research on the Twitter, we give you a shout out. This is how this works.
As the smoke pours out of the Northern Guard. Both columns being used on the scoreboard tonight for Detroit City. And Jadida makes a run. It's poked away.
It's going to be a corner.
There will be another corner. Through the smoke.
And frankly, Neil, if this referee is doing his job at all tonight, he will look at the scoreboard, and the minute it hits 90 minutes, we will hear a couple of tweets on the whistle.
I would concur. Corner sent towards the back post. That curls out of play.
That may be the worst ball that City have played all night in this game, 88 minutes in.
Enjoy yourself, Northern Guard.
This is a fun one.
It is.
Well, we said it in the open. This would be an opportunity for DCFC fans to kick back, enjoy soccer, and watch their team win. And they have done that. We have kicked back, we have enjoyed soccer, and we have watched a good old-fashioned waxing.
And as I said, both columns being used on that scoreboard here tonight. As we move towards the 90th minute. That's cramping for Livonia City FC. I think head athletic trainer Jen Burnham will probably make her way down to the Livonia bench. It was 82 degrees at opening kick. The humidity's probably sitting at about 1,000,000%.
Just a leg sapping day.
Right.
Got about 30 seconds left here. And Neil, we said it in the Golden Nugget keys to the match. Play your game? Check. Stay healthy? Check. Be dominant at home? I think 10 goals qualifies.
That's a double check, yeah. Throw in coming up from Mitchell Jones. Got it all the way inside the 18. And there is Roddy Green. Out to defend. That ball sent towards the back post. Just over top of the runner. We are in stoppage time. And there will indeed be 1 minute of stoppage time, maybe. Chamakov flicks it out. Side volley attempt popped way up in the air. Pato has it.
Pato's just holding this up, asking the referee to stop the fight. We're done now.
Everybody keeps looking up at the official.
Come on, guy. Like, seriously. We're
Official checks the watch again.
Livonia City not even challenging the ball. Come on, let's blow the whistle.
And the whistle sounds, and Detroit City FC dominant here in the NISA Independent Cup. A 10-0 victory for La Rouge. An explosion here in the second half. Detroit City FC, John, taking care of business.
And the 7 second half goals, maybe even more impressive because of the fact that with a three-goal lead, you could have just taken your foot off the gas. Instead, you went into overdrive.
Let's take a look at tonight's Save of the Match presented by Ally. Start saving for what matters to you at ally.com. Armando Quezada, you know, he wasn't challenged a ton, but he gets a clean sheet in the book. He'll take it.
A couple of corners he had to defend, a couple of opportunities for him to come and punch clear, but he keeps the clean sheet and picks up right where Nate Steinwasser left off. And what is it you call it, partner? It's more clean sheets than a hotel at noon.
That's right. So Quezada gets it. Let's check out our man of the match presented by Google Fi. That's a good one. Roddy Green got on the board here tonight. He is your man of the match.
And for the hometown boy who has loved this club since he was just a high school soccer player, Roddy Green comes out, gets a goal in front of the Keyworth faithful with a great bit of close control. And among stars tonight, Roddy Green put his exclamation point on it. Good for him as the man of the match winner.
Roddy Green with that honor presented by Google Fi. Detroit City FC with a 10-0 win. We will take a break, come back, get this thing wrapped up for you. DCFC dominant with the victory here tonight. We'll be back with more Detroit City FC soccer.
Football is a big deal in this house. So when Maurice was injured, we immediately thought the worst. To see my baby lose his joy hurt.
The DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, is here to help athletes get back in the game.
They're like family. It was a long road, but we made it back.
DMC, Rehabilitation Institute of Michigan, a community built on care.
Goodbye endless spam calls. Hello to a phone plan with built-in spam blocking. See you later, networks that are unsafe. Hello, built-in VPN. Now the networks I join are private. So long, hackers and trackers finding my personal information. Hello to a phone plan that keeps me safe and secure. Goodbye, everything you can. Hello, Google Fi, a phone plan that can.
Night, Sarah.
Drive safe.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Drive safe.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Drive safe.
We all say it. Chevy can help you do it. With Chevy Safety Assist Standard on the new Equinox and Trailblazer, part of the Chevy family of SUVs.
Find your perfect Chevy. GM employees with a current eligible Chevy lease can get this Equinox for $189 a month. Chevrolet, the best-selling family of SUVs in Metro Detroit. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
The highways and the throughways try to map you, baby. I got your back.
To the rest of the world, Detroit is where they build cars. But to your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers and everyone who proudly call themselves Detroiters, it goes way beyond that.
I got your back.
Detroit may be known for building cars, but together, we all built Detroit.
We are one when we get going.
Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
Detroit City FC Soccer is presented by Google Fi, a different kind of phone plan. By your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers, Chevy drives the Motor City. And by Ally, start saving for what matters to you at ally.com. Lots of high fives around Keyworth Stadium here tonight. Neil Rule, John Krieger back with you. Detroit City FC victorious by the score of 10-0 over Livonia City FC. Let's check out the highlights from tonight's match. Certainly, there were a lot of them for DCFC. An absolute explosion in the second half of play. But, John, things got rolling very early on in the second minute. Jimmy Filerman with a world-class strike, and the horses got out of the barn early and often.
Great 1-2 from Osiris Sadie, and Jimmy Filerman didn't miss. Put it in the postage stamp. Couple of saves by Shook to keep Livonia City in it early, but then on the volley, it's 2-0. And the goals just kept on coming.
It certainly did. Kevin Venegas was a big part of what City was trying to do here today, and he had a beautiful finish here, and that would put Detroit City FC up by the score of 3-0. They would take that 3-0 lead into the halftime locker room, but then, John, in the second half, when they switched sides, to quote John Kreese of Cobra Kai, there was no mercy.
Not at all, and it coincided really with the introduction of Tendai Jadida making his return to the Detroit City lineup. He provides service there, and a nice tap in to go, and then Detroit City with the ball put back in the mixing bowl, and look at Pato with a high boot. That's not an easy finish, but great control off the side of the foot. The goals kept coming for Detroit City FC. They put an easy slot home to add to the scoring tally. And then watch this set piece. On a dime for Anthony Manning. Just wins the battle in the air. And the life out of Livonia City FC. Heads hanging already. And then Tendai Jadida. The beautiful service to Roddy Green. The goal that earned him man of the match honors. Close control. Muscles the defender, turns in a half yard, and slots it home. But were they done? No, it's like an infomercial. But wait, there's more. Here's Espinal to slot it home. And that's another goal for Detroit City FC. And then Espinal said, well, I've scored one. I'll help set one up. And be unselfish and leave it off for 10.
Detroit City FC dominant here tonight, John. And like you said earlier, they checked every box that you were looking for them to show you. And yes, the opponent was up against it here tonight. There certainly is no question about that. But you got what you wanted to see out of them. We will be back with you on Saturday, August 7th. We'll pick it back up in NISA play. Chicago House will be in the house. And if tonight was any indication, the NISA table better beware.
Watch out. Look at what they were able to do. They got the muscle memory tonight. Just rev the energy, and they'll head forth to the end of the Independent Cup and get ready for the fall season.
There's no question about it. So for our entire crew, my broadcast partner John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time, Detroit City FC dominant here tonight with a 10-0 victory over Livonia City FC in NISA Independent Cup play. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Well, see you later.